Welcome back to another vlog. The gloomy day, rainy, not so pretty out vlog. I know y'all's vloggers now. I'm a vlogger. On the second channel, all I do is vlog. On the main channel, all I do is, go creep through junkyards anymore. I think we're just going to change the channel names to Puddin' Tang's Junkyard Adventures, and the second channel can become Monday Vlogs with P-Tang. Not really, guys. This is not what I want to be doing. I'm telling you guys, the vacation. So I posted that video last week. I appreciate y'all watching. The vacation, we have 2 weeks this entire summer that one of our kids or something with us is not involved into something that we can't miss. So that was literally the 1 week. Well, we had 2 weeks, but it was that week or another week that we had to take our family vacation. And yeah, you seen the girls do it, man. A lot of y'all were complimenting the girls for being naturals on camera and, just having a good time with it. And I promise you guys, y'all were not more surprised than what I was. Because usually anything when the camera's out here, guys, I live with girls, 2 of them teenagers, or, with the girls, 2 of them being teenagers, everything's embarrassing. Now, Hank's not as bad. She's embraced everything for a while. Like KK, who started the family vacation vlog, to her, everything's embarrassing. So, oh no, that's embarrassing, that's embarrassing. They surprised me, guys, by wanting to be in front of the camera as much as they did. In fact, I wasn't going to record it. And then as we went to leave, I said something to Ashley, and I was like, I should record some. Maybe I could get a second channel video or something where I don't have to skip that week. So I went in, I got the camera and got my batteries and stuff, and I popped in the car as we went to leave, and I was like, hey, y'all want to do a vlog? And the whole car, yeah! They were all about it. So, I mean, I was surprised KK volunteered to start it. And yeah, we had a really good time. I appreciate y'all watching that video. A lot of good, positive comments. I can't. Y'all know me, I get all teary-eyed easy, so I ain't gonna talk about the nice comments, but I do appreciate them. Man, I swear the older I get, it does not take hardly anything to get me all worked up. So we had to do that vacation, so that I had to do all my junkyard stuff to have the content ready for that. And then coming back in last week's video, I told y'all I got them testosterone pellets put in my butt and it was not going well. Well, I've been known to have allergic reactions to bandages before. Like when you give blood or whatever, that stuff they wrap you in, my arm will break out to it. I had surgery on my ankle in between splints and stuff, and some of the stuff they'd put on my leg when I was like 16 or whatever, it would break it out in a bad rash. Now, I ain't had nothing like that happen in a long time, and I've had different bandages since then. Nothing's happened, so I thought I was past that. I thought I put those allergic reactions in the past. Well, if you ask my ass right now, no, I did not, because they put them little steri strips, then this big old clear bandage, and I had a reaction. And what I mean by that is my butt is covered in little bumps. It's in pretty bad shape. Yesterday, it looked like somebody took a slice of bologna, put them little red hot candies on it. Have you ever seen them? Just picture a slice of bologna with a lot of red dots that were raised about a 3/16 of an inch or something. I'm sure that's enough visual for you, huh? And I know me pretty well, I think. So like, sometimes if I get poison ivy, I can't get rid of it myself. Every time I go get a steroid shot, boom, it goes right away. But doing the different creams and medicines just never works for me. So after 2 days of fighting that with creams, I just went yesterday, got some steroid shots at the urgent care in my other butt cheek. So now I'm fuming with steroids and testosterone, about to start a workout channel. And we're gonna get buck nasty on it. Don't make me pick up my dumbbell, that big old heavy 20-pounder. I still need a day at least of butt healing. I'm hoping tomorrow to be able to get on our wagon. If I can't do it tomorrow, I'm definitely getting on it Wednesday. That'd be Wednesday. I'm getting on this wagon, because if my butt ain't better by then, well, we're gonna have to suck it up and push through. But anyhow, doing a vlog and just talking like I do on here works with the day, because either way, We have chiropractor appointment this morning. I used to go all the time, and I know some of y'all's gonna be like, ooh, chiropractors are bad. I've never had a bad experience with one, guys. I always feel better, and I know that's like controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. These guys say it's good for you, these guys say it's bad for you. We're not doing nothing crazy. I just don't pop easy, and he knows how to make stuff pop. So I'm gonna go get Pip popped around. If my energy levels seem down, the irony of trying to use testosterone to get my energy levels up, and then me having these reactions that I had to it, and now being on Benadryl and other crap trying to fight it. So now I'm just sluggish. The last couple days been super tired, trying to let my body rest, and that's killing me too, because I'm not one to just sit around. So besides chiropractor, we also got to go make some decisions on some paint and stain colors inside. We sampled some things, and Ashley is not happy with how the inside of the house is going. So we're kind of at a dead stop with some stuff until we get some other stuff locked back in or figured out or tested, I mean. I'll be so happy in like 2 months when that house is done. I don't know it'll take 2 months, I'm just saying. But I'll be so happy when that house is finished up, because, guys, I think I've said it, but that's just a stress that I don't know how to handle. You know, when you're spending your hard-earned, well-earned money on something that, guys, that's not a cheap process. I've never been in a position where I could even want to do something like that. And now that I'm in the position where we are doing that, I don't want to make wrong decisions on things as far as us being unhappy with it. But if you do something, then you're unhappy with it and you got to redo it, then you're just spending more money. And you see what I mean? It's a blessing of a problem to have. It's just a problem I've never had. So it's a new stress. When you go for 30 years of your life, never having to make important decisions, financially related, that cost a lot of money. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you're borrowing all this money and you want stuff to be right. Like, that's just something I've never encountered in my life. So it stresses me to the max. And I'll be so happy a couple months when that's done, because I feel like just getting out there and getting that wrapped up, and also my thoughts with the shop, getting it wrapped up. Not that I'm not living there or whatever there, just all the questions and the part of the process along the way, it'll be done, and we can just live and we can work. Then I'll probably find something else to get involved in that'll stress me out instead, but that'll be okay. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm gonna bring you along. I was about to say Ashley ain't ready, but there she comes out the door, because she's going too. And we're gonna head that way towards the chiropractor's office, and then I think after that we'll be going out to figure out these paint stain decisions. Time for a little, don't mind that. I actually tried to hit a horsefly that was on the outside. She spidered that sucker. Yeah, Hulk, she'll deny it. She's like, I barely tapped it. She's like, cram, slam that thing. Here at Dr. Justin Phillips, right here in our little small town. He does a great job, and he's a car guy. He's got a CNC table. He's got a Cummins swapped excursion over there. So yeah, usually we do our little popping thing, but we also get to chit chat about cars, which is cool. Morning, sweet things. No, that's what I say to you every morning.
No, you don't. Don't lie to the people.
I got popped around. She got popped a little bit. Took some x-rays of me, so everything's looking really good except my lower back. About got them things just rubbings racing down there. He said we gotta get that kind of figured out or I'm gonna be in bad shape. Anyhow, now Mama's hungry. If she's hungry, she ain't happy. And if she ain't happy, nobody's happy. So we gotta get some food for her. No, I'm good. And then we're gonna go sort the paint colors. Gotta love when it rains out here. Always becomes a muddy mess. Built this bridge last time I was out here. Whoo, she's slippery though, be careful. I ain't gonna get your drop cloth dirty, am I?
Got paint and stuff all over it.
Little mud won't hurt.
And I hate that. And yeah, so
Are you locking in or what?
I'm locking it in. Yep.
30 stains later.
2 technically. 3. If you count that one. 3.
4 when we get back tomorrow, boys.
No.
I'll let you go first in case you try to fall on them boards again.
I did slip a minute ago.
Stain colors are locked in. Are you happy?
Yep, I think it'll look good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
$1 million question
I won't know
here.
until...
It's done. Oh boy. So the first stuff we did, or they did in there, was just kind of like yellowy looking.
Like 1950s,
like
40s.
Yeah, mango slice package here, yellow looking. And it looked pretty. It was like that, but yellowy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't very good. What we just chose or decided on, kind of browned it up a little bit. Not yellowy looking, still lighter, which is what she wants. I always like dark wood. The darker the better to me. But I think it'll definitely look better. Be a lot easier to turn around here if someone didn't have junk sitting everywhere.
Yeah, it would be.
Look at that big old pepper looking good. That pepper is about to get spicy. We're gonna have old Slick Fitty painted up for us, Slick and Matthew. I think we're gonna put some flames on it, paint it back red and green, put some flames on it. And then I'm gonna hang a hot damn sign from underneath it. Put some lights all the way around the whole sign. I'm gonna make a big old sign to hang up in the shop. All right. Stain, a locked in decision made. My wife has not been stressing as much as I have about all this stuff, but when they tried that first stain in there the other day and it turned yellow looking, she has been stressed to the max throughout the weekend, so I'm glad that is done. We're kind of having, I don't know, like I said, it's just new experience, so I'm glad that she's happy because I think that color is going to look just fine on there. So anyhow, I did not start making this video today with any necessarily any specific thing in mind, other than I was thinking about, because my butt is still healing, I'm like, what question could I answer that someone's asked a lot, or maybe I've seen in the comment section some. And one was questions about my tattoos. Everyone always wants to know the story on them, and I think I'm going to tell y'all the story on some of them, and you'll be disappointed, but I'll still tell it to you. I'll say that I'm going to save it for a video coming up probably in July, because I actually scheduled an appointment to get my back tattooed, or to start that process, but my guy lives all the way in Louisiana where I got all my other ones done, so we're going to have to go down there. So when I go down there and do that, I'll probably show some of that, and then I'll go over some of my other ones, and it'll tell some of the story. But I got to thinking about this thing because it was on the channel pretty recently. There's a lot of people who said that truck is too nice to be in a salvage yard. Why is it in a salvage yard? That's a good question, guys, but honestly, I think the answer is a lot more simpler than what a lot of people think, because we have pulled several vehicles now. Now this one's probably the best one, and second place would probably be Aunt Dorothy, that 79-ish 710 wagon. I don't remember, 77 wagon. That thing was really good too. And so the 77 wagon, that one's long gone, but the owner of the salvage yard, I asked him, you know, hey, this thing's pretty nice. Like, I can tell it's been sitting out here a while, and yeah, it's dusty and a little rat's nest or whatever, but why was it ever parked, man? And guys, you gotta think, y'all are watching, right? And a lot of y'all like old cars, or you like old cars, you're into that. Well, how much of your family's into that? For like me, I'm the only one in my family into old cars. If something happened to me, I told my wife to auction every single one of them and get as much money as she could, and make sure that her and the girls got what they need. You know, they don't like cars. There ain't no sense in them trying to hold on to cars and any of that crap. Well, that wagon, for instance, it was, I believe, I'm trying to remember, it's been a while. It was someone in the family's older person, obviously, and they had finally, I believe, passed away. The car went to a family member. It sat at that family member's house for a decade or two, and they never did anything with it, because even though it was a running driving car when they got it, they don't care about old cars. Like if I ask, like, KK's turning 16 next year, if I try to give her like something like this, she's not interested, guys. you know, and I don't blame her, because it ain't her thing. If I can get her something for around the same price that she is interested in, I would not force her to drive something like that. In some circumstances, you know, some people don't have that option, and I understand that. But we're gonna end up some money into this truck. We ended up a little bit of money into that wagon, and I'm gonna spend just a little bit more to get her first car. But what I'm saying is, the point of that is, there's some people who just ain't interested in old cars, so they let them sit, and that car sat there and sat there until they called the import salvage, assuming he would want it because there's a little Datsun, and he went and bought it, and he hauled it from their house where it had been sitting straight to the junkyard where it sat, and it was running, driving, parking car whenever it was first parked, just because someone had passed on, I do believe. Now this truck, so I asked him about it. A lot of people were inquiring, and from what I could tell, kind of similar situation. I believe the older gentleman had passed on, or something significant happened, and this was his truck. No one in the family really wanted it. They did want the tailgate. That's why the tailgate's missing. They wanted something to remember Grandpa by. Don't worry about a tailgate, because y'all know I got fillers out everywhere, okay? This is also less than 15 minutes from the house, so we'll talk about that later on the actual S10 video. Better not lean too hard, I'm gonna be shooting pellets again. But same thing, guys. Someone gets to the point where they can't drive their baby, and they owned it, and you know who it goes to, those people just ain't interested in it. So what happens to it then? It sits around until someone calls someone in a, you know, who deals with old cars. Hey, will you come grab this thing, give me a few $100, just get it out of here. It's just kind of in the way or something. And I believe that's what happened with this thing too, which is why we didn't find anything significantly wrong with it. I do still think it needs a tune-up and a little carbureting machine rebuild action to help make it right. But guys, you'd be surprised, and I know some of y'all thinking like, well, that seems crazy. Well, I love you, Dad. But he'll tell you, you know, if he's had a vehicle for a while and a lot of little crap starts messing up with it, where like my carburetor's acting a little funky, this, that, whatever, and then next thing you know, something pops up cheap, well shoot, I'm just gonna go buy another vehicle. And my dad's parked stuff like that before, still decent vehicles. That passed on to me. My Blazer that I had, I cut the top off of, that thing, it got where it was developing a mess. So if you were like driving along and you'd floor it, it'd downshift and it'd sound like Chewbacca. And I'm not joking. You'd be driving, romp that thing, and it'd go, it'd start getting buck nasty. But for like 5 seconds, it was missing and sounding like Chewbacca. Now, I never changed the oil in that thing. I never did a tune-up on it. Never put a spark plug wire. I didn't even know nothing about that kind of stuff then, because I was a 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid who didn't know any better. And I had worked enough that I saved up for a little S10 pickup I'd found, like a 94 extended cab, and I was wanting a newer vehicle at that point. So I parked the Blazer, sold a lot of crap off of it, and bought a pickup. That Blazer probably needed a $30 tune-up, and it would have been perfectly fine. And instead, I parked it and parted it out. So, not saying what I did was right, but I'm saying I'm guilty of doing something similar too, where, you know, you park that thing and just kind of, I'm over it. What's kind of interesting is you literally never know what you're gonna get though, unless, and I guarantee y'all, I don't do a lot of research on the stuff. That truck was obviously in good shape. I was rolling the dice on it a little bit, but you know, I was 9 out of 10 pretty sure we were gonna have a good little truck out of that truck. It just, you know, was pretty obvious looking. Same thing with that Datsun wagon. Then you can find some that sometimes look good and something significant did happen. I think, shoot, just think about Chevy Loves on our channel. 2 out of 3 have been locked up, you know. And I'll tell you guys, if you watch another YouTube channel, which I don't watch a lot of car channels, if you watch another YouTube channel and they never find stuck engines, if everything always somehow seems to work out for them, I'm telling you right now, they know it's going to be perfectly fine for them. I don't care if we find a stuck engine. I think Mortsky shows you, especially up north, you know, you guys need all the help you can get with them engines up there. Plenty of stuck engines everywhere. So if people do just always find perfect runners, then they're perfectly making sure they're going to find a runner every time. Or they need to go buy a lottery ticket, you know, one of the two, because they got to be the luckiest people ever. If I was a betting man, I would say they're talking to the people and making sure, hey, you think if we come out there though, right, that thing is going to run, and you know, well, I can't be buying one with no stuck motor or nothing. And that's the beauty of buying cheap mini trucks, guys. For $300 or $500, if that sucker stuck, we still get a video out of it. We're still making money. Some people go buy expensive projects and everything has to line up where their videos do well and they make the money and blah blah blah. And now I'm really just rambling about something I don't know about. Okay, so I'll just shut my mouth because I'm assuming, and you know what assuming does. Now, speaking of Chevrolet love, I mentioned that when we were out at the other place, and Ashley was going over some things with the home builder as well, some little other details. D&H Classic sent me a little Chevrolet love, not too far from here. I think it's a runner, 4-wheel drive, pretty decent looking little truck. So I'm supposed to go tomorrow morning and pick that up now. Excuse me. Not that we need another little Chevrolet love, but 4-wheel drive makes it a little different, and it's cheap enough. So we're gonna go snag that up. That'll still give my butt another day to recover, which is good. I got some artwork stuff I gotta deal with to get y'all some new merchandise coming. We got a cool little design coming with old Puddin' Tang sitting on a donkey. You know what that means. It means sitting on your ass won't finish your project. So I got to do some stuff for that. And then KK, she is in this competitive volleyball league thing. And we are about to leave here like right now. And we're going to go make it over there. And I figure if I got to be sitting on my butt letting it heal up anyways, we might as well be able to go do it and watch some volleyball and watch her do her thing. It's pretty good to drive, a little over an hour away. So we're about to head that way. And then after that, I don't think we're going to do anything else car related. And I don't think I'm going to tag y'all along to watch a little bit of volleyball. I think I'm going to call this little vlog a wrap. Well, I'm trying to hiccup, burp, do everything besides function. So, there we go. Boring little vlog. You did get to see Mama Puddin' a little bit. And I can kind of keep you filled in on why we're just not hitting this wagon hard today like I'd like to be. Still got to let that butt heal up. Them hind ends will get you. Last week we did a little merchandise sale to help move some stuff, so we appreciate all y'all support there. This last week we were supposed to be releasing our summer line of stuff, but we only got delivered about half of our stuff, and that's only half, but it's a full problem because I don't want to release half, then another half, and then, yeah. So, be expecting that. I think we're going to do a white shirt, a real light gray shirt, a tank top. I believe we have women's shirts. I think we're going to get some boonie hats in. The P-Tang, the Puddin' Tang, Puddin's Fab Shop Summertime Collection. Just some stuff y'all been asking for. I know some people can't rock the black in the summer like I do. But if you can, also, we've got a good line of new shirts coming in too. A little Model A action, a little playing card action, and a little bit of other action. What's playing card action you mean? Well, I'll give you a little teaser. I'll tease you up a little bit. Oh, what a cool looking sticker that is. Who wants a big old box of Rust Flakes, huh? Seems like every damn thing I work on's been covered in a big old box of Rust Flakes. Oh yeah, good old Puddin's Handyman Services. Missing a finger. The missing finger makes me laugh every time. No, yeah, I got a new refrigerator in closing. The red one that had been up there took a crap. This was in my father-in-law's trailer. They were in town. They were getting rid of it. They asked if I wanted it. The little CNC plasma table here that I never took the time to learn because I don't have the time to teach myself all that kind of stuff. Anyhow, I took it out to the other place, but I sent pictures of it to the FFA people here at our local high school, asking them if they're interested in it. Little 2 foot by 2 foot CNC plasma. Hopefully some kid will be able to go into FFA and having the time to allot to teach themselves. Plenty of YouTube videos on they can teach themselves how to do it, especially if they have a whole like half semester or a full year to teach themselves. So my little plasma table that I had a grand total of 30 minutes of cut time on, it's gonna go up to our local FFA school or whatever, and they're gonna hopefully be able to put that sucker to use, which is cool because we go to their pig roast every year. They make like benches and trailers and stuff like that. They auction them off to raise money. And if someone will take that thing serious there, they can start cutting out little gussets for their trailers and stuff to come to FFA or something, you know, be real cool. And I do believe that's the last update we've got going in here. So I'm gonna go shower. I'm gonna have my wife alcohol my butt and clean it up. Might get frisky and have her shave it when she's back there. Just plain, we ain't shaving no cheeks. That'd just make it itch. I gotta go get some cortisone cream and other stuff going on, you know, just too much information sometimes. That's what I do. Puttinsfabshop.com for your good quality merchandise. I'm on the Instagrammer. I'm on the Patreon. I will see you guys next time. And be looking Monday. We're gonna finally get this wagon fired up. I do believe, come hell or high water. At that point, I don't care if I got to lose a butt cheek. We're going to get her fired up. Do not forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project.